And we are live back here of Real News. I don't know what the fuck to call it anymore. America on Fire, America Burning, Anarchy. It's another crazy night. We're just watching it live here. We had a big news of the day. Those Antifa is now officially a terrorist organization. So those fuckers can finally get what they deserve.
Great fucking decision. Probably one of the best decisions Trump has made, right? Labeling them a terrorist organization. So now the feds can get involved a lot more than they could, in a lot of these cities. Great move. Just great move.
Well, I think the best thing about that was that it prevents you from, funding these people. That's the biggest concern, because if you look at these people, these groups, look where the money's coming from.
Yeah.
You have left-wing people like Colin Kaepernick, allegedly George Soros, all these sort of people out there who are funding these Antifa groups.
Yeah.
And now, that can be stopped, or at least.
Yeah. And now what was it? The Minnesota Defense Fund, like that. There's like a fund that all these hipsters are donating to help pay for legal fees for these protesters.
Who's discussing that GoFundMe?
It's an actual organization. Hold on. Let me see the.
Yeah, what is that building in DC?
So
Nick?
that's a Capital One bank building.
Fuck, they're going for the banks.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like they're gonna get in, but
No, the Minnesota Freedom Fund. That's what it's called. They're over there. That it's a fund that's designed to pay for the legal fees.
sounds like a
protest,
cop-out.
huh?
Sounds like a cop out.
No pun intended.
Now, but yeah, here. But the good thing about the Antifa terrorist mark is that if they pay for any legal fees, aren't they technically funding terrorism?
Well,
Technically, yes.
interesting
Yeah.
question at that point.
Where are they going?
Yeah,
Like
can you be declared that before a group gets declared a terrorist organization? Can you be complicit in funding a terrorist organization?
Okay, that guy's hobbling and stuff. What is he doing over there?
He thinks he's the shit.
Where's his mom?
Well, I don't think you can go and have it where like a law that didn't take effect at that time will negatively affect you now. I don't think it can do that. Like
Yeah.
I mean, well, I maybe the past. I don't know. Like the past.
You can't do that. Like
I agree. I think from now
Yeah.
forward, you'd get hit.
Yeah.
father.
But that I'll take it. I'll take
Mhm.
it.
Okay,
I'll
I'm
take
gonna
it.
follow them where they go.
Yo, they're running. Where are they going?
Yeah, I know. I'm following them. They're going down towards the EOB.
Oh, you're looking on the map too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm following them.
Oh my god, this is
Dude,
just
that's right there.
fucking insane. See, that's the
Yeah,
thing that's amazing.
They're on 18th Street Northwest and approaching 1st Street Northwest.
Oh, I see. Yep. See, times like there's absolutely amazing. I mean, the videos I've seen on Twitter, just scrolling through people's timelines and feeds is amazing.
This one thing that I'm watching, the protests in New York City, the guy is called Sputnik, and YouTube put out this thing, said, Radio Sputnik is funded in whole or in part by
Russia.
the Russian government.
I did see that one. Yeah, Sputnik. Yeah. I forget what exactly they are, but they are Russian, kind of like RT and Ruptly.
Yeah.
And they will put that disclaimer on there.
Well, yeah, that's interesting too. When talking about
hey, if it's reliable communication.
Yeah.
Do they do that shit with the Global Times? With China?
Nope, they don't. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, because the Global Times is Chinese. That's what.
Yeah.
No, I have a question too. Like, kind of want to get into some conspiracy theories over here because it's always fun to have a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, dive into it.
We have that Umbrella Man. What if he was a Chinese asset trying to go and foment disillusion in the United States by sparking a race war?
Whew. Hot take. Burning hot take.
You could be,
What building is
some
that?
guy funded because the Chinese are sympathetic to communist causes because they're technically communists and they're really pissed off at the U.S. right now. And I don't know if we even talked about this last night, but there's been escalating tensions with China over Hong Kong recently,
Yeah.
and maybe this is sort of their way to go and fight back against that by saying, hey, you have no right to come criticize our handling of the Hong Kong protests because you're handling this like shit over here.
I wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me if something like that was possible. I think it's more just the left trying to sow division with this shit because they've been, George Soros and Antifa and all these other groups have been in these cities and infiltrating these groups and helping these groups and not even just infiltrating but just openly embracing them and helping them for a long time. And I think they felt like this is a great way to fuck Trump. The economy is fucked right now. We could also fuck him on race relations. Biden's not doing so hot with race relations, so let's jazz that up. Let's really stir the pot on that.
It's gonna bite him in the ass, though.
Well, I see. The thing is, like, a lot of these people, when they start looting and burning down businesses, those business owners, if they were voting Democrat before, I don't know how they could vote Democrat now.
They're not. They're not.
I don't know.
They lost that vote. So they're either going to vote for Trump or they're not going to vote at all. Either way, Trump wins.
I mean, it's, oh God, it's just crazy what's been happening because now they're moving into the suburbs. That's the big story nobody's really talking about right now. And I don't know how rapidly they're going to move into the suburbs, but outside San Francisco, Nuance Pro was saying they're moving into the burbs there. I mean, they could be moving to burbs in whole other places. You start going there, that's where the homeowners have guns, and they're not going to be afraid to shoot back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, when you start bringing it to the suburbs, it's a lot different than just like attacking businesses.
Yeah.
People live over here and they will defend their fucking family
Mm-hmm.
with lethal force if necessary. Whoever thought that was a good idea on their end, that's what I'm telling you. I think that some sort of like alt-right group might have infiltrated Antifa or something, or working with them to try to go and provoke a accelerationist tactic. Because that's exactly what they want. They want to accelerate shit, and the easiest way to cause an acceleration of racial tension would be to go and have people start rioting at random white people's homes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how you start a fucking race war. It's when you start that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not a race war, but that's probably how it would be right now because the way the media is portraying it. But that's just general, almost like a fucking civil war. And we've talked about that before over here too. Like this whole thing, I feel is like a hair away from devolving into a civil war potentially. Depending on if
they would just love that.
Like if this continues, if they start hitting people's houses across multiple states, you're gonna see militias start coming up. And they're gonna start fighting. And if the military is unable to go and bring this stuff to rest, or if there is a if it's like an actual civil war where the military is sort of broke into sides, then that's when you'll start to see some really interesting stuff go down. This could be a plot by the deep state to instill some sort of one world government over here, like some sort of UN United States creation.
Well, see, that's the thing that is crazy about this is that you are kind of already seeing those militias in a very, 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 very small way formed by these people going out in front of businesses and defending them. I mean, there were a bunch of people, and I don't know if a lot of them actually had guns, but they lined up in front of a Target to defend it. You're seeing Targets also, they're taking their TVs out and all their electronics and hiding them in storage somewhere because they know what's going down.
That's what I was seeing as I was going around today. I put it in the group chat, but
Yeah.
I went to 2 or 3 different, electronic stores to see if I could just find, a stand-up microphone that I could use tonight. But I guess that wasn't happening because I went in there and it was absolutely empty.
Jesus. It's crazy.
I know the Walmarts in the Pittsburgh area are shut down because they don't want to get like raided.
Yeah, because Pittsburgh was getting pretty bad yesterday. Dude, Santa Monica's really bad. I'll post. If you type in the link on YouTube, like they're showing footage from earlier and now, like the cops are barricading roads, but before there were hundreds of people in the streets. They were blocking off traffic. God. Dude, is the DC stream down on your end too, Nick? Is the DC stream down on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. It's fun.
It looks like he might
Are
be
you still
back up.
living with their ghost?
Refresh it.
Lonely and dreaming of the West Coast.
Try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh this. The other thing I want to mention too is Marco Rubio is now an Antifa sympathizer, basically.
The terrorist
Yeah,
sympathizer.
Really crappy shit.
Yeah, not surprised at this piece of shit. Like, I don't know. He never, like, I think he like did a response to like what was it, the Obama inauguration at one point. He was like kind of all right back then, but like the more you dive deeper into this, dude, the more just like rot you start to see.
Yeah, it's like he's trying to play that sort of centristy, but like, oh, both sides are bad. It's dude,
No.
both sides aren't here. There was one side here.
Yeah, you know, like they want to go and rewrite history with like Charlottesville and shit, and they want to go and make it out like there is no good people on the right side over there. But compare that to this, where one person died in Charlottesville, and already like I think 4 people died from these protests.
Yeah.
And this did, there was a lot more damage to non-participants, property damage. Like, in all honesty, like Charlottesville is a hell of a lot more peaceful than this.
Yeah.
Like, that's what pisses me off. Like the right, even if you group like the alt-right with the right or whatever, they're a hell of a lot less damaging to fucking property during their protest than the left. Like even during these, these armed protests, like where they go to the like Michigan or whatever, no one got shot. I don't even think anyone got arrested. There was no property damage. Hell, they even cleaned up after they're in litter.
Yeah.
But here, they're setting shit on fire. They're breaking cars. Like, I've never seen someone on the left like really explain the discrepancy here. Because the left claims to be environmentalists, but these people are burning shit and littering all the time.
Dude, did you see that? Oh fuck, what's his name? I'm forgetting. Jake Paul was in the looting.
Yeah, I saw I got a notification like Keemstar did a video on that. Like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
He's a millionaire. Why does he need to loot?
He's a fucking something else. I don't know. I don't even know why he's popular, honestly.
He's denying it, even though he's on camera, like in the fucking looting.
Could have been someone like who looks like him potentially.
Dude,
it was my doppelganger, sir.
It was Logan. I mean, it looks just like him. It sounds just like him. It's him.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I mean, what an idiot.
Wasn't that dude who like try to tase rats or something?
That was Logan.
It looks like the Washington D.C. stream has gone down. He seems to have ended for the night. So if you go to Jeff Mack on YouTube, he has a running one right now.
Jeff Maga.
Jeff Mack.
Oh, Jeff Mack. Okay. Yeah, I'll find that one. We'll load her up. Jeff Mack. Protests.
It looks like Susan Rice is accusing Russia.
That's hilarious.
Is speculating that Russia might be involved. She said the quote, "I would not be surprised to learn that they," meaning Russia, have fomented some of these extremists on both sides using social media. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that they are funding it in some way, shape, or form.
I'm thinking China's probably more involved with this than Russia right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm betting, because they're having the same sort of shit happen to them.
and they're accusing they're accusing Hong Kong protesters or something like that of infiltrating this thing.
Yeah, I mean that's you see, I think the media is taking a credibility hit here, especially.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't. This is the unfortunate part. A lot of people don't know how in bed the media was with Antifa, but that stuff needs to get pushed out there more because the whole CNN sympathizing with Antifa, the whole Keith Ellerson connections with Antifa, where he's holding up the Antifa handbook and endorsing them. You need to push that shit out there because that's the stuff people aren't seeing. A lot of people really just may have heard of Antifa or even think they're the good guys. Like again on Twitter, what was trending on Twitter was Proud Boys. Like, oh, Trump declared Antifa a terrorist organization, but what about the Proud Boys? The Proud Boys act in self-defense. I was even arguing with Republicans about this. Explain to them that the Proud Boys are a multiracial men's frat. Like, it's a fucking, like, pro-Trump frat. Like, a drinking club. They are not alt-right. And I had people on the right telling me they're alt-right. And it's just totally preposterous because they condemn the alt-right. They hate the alt-right. The alt-right hates them. The Proud Boys never went to Charlottesville. Gavin told them not to go there, and they listened. So the whole, Proud Boys are alt-right thing is like one of the dumbest things, and it shows that even the right buys into the media's bullshit. Or at least some people on the right.
Oh yeah, if these are like the dumbasses in the right, like the Jeb Bushes, that makes sense. And like the Marco Rubios, like they're not even really right wing.
Yeah, I don't know, like the people I was talking to, what their views are necessarily, but they give me those vibes sometimes.
Sounds like the fucking fake Republicans. And like honestly, the fucking fake Republicans are more of a problem than the fucking Democrats at this point.
Totally agree. Gotta purge them. Purge them from the party. Out with the cooks.
And you post a link to the stream in the group chat or in the chat somewhere.
Well, there's just 2 live streams I'm looking at right now simultaneously.
The YouTube video, I can't find it.
The video? Yeah, I'll post that.
Yeah, this Washington one is giving a pretty good sort of overlook of Washington.
Yeah, they show the Washington Monument right now with all the smoke below it. Jesus. God, it's just crazy. The time we're living in right now is absolutely historic. Like, literally, this is like a movie. Global pandemic, America on fire, all these cities burning. It's crazy. I wish this chopper would get some more ground footage. That's what I'm seeing right now is just chopper footage everywhere. Here's a link to the stream.
Oh, thank you.
We'll go till about, I guess maybe 1. Because I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning. Like.
Oh no, now they're doing a speech with the Santa Monica one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there were protests on Long Beach. They were on the highways. Jeez, that's a lot of people on the highways. I wonder if Unicorn Riot's doing anything tonight. Oh, and then there's the St. John's Church in D.C.'s on fire. I don't know if they put that out yet.
They put it out.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
That was fucking awful. I need to find a better D.C. stream. This guy's like fiddling around with everything.
Xfinity.
More than 50 Secret Service officers have been injured.
nutty.
People are proposing invoking the Insurrection Act to use.
What's this fucking insurrection at this point? This is a coordinated effort by left-wing agitators to cause riots across the country and possibly cause a civil war or a nationwide insurrection
She's in Philly.
by a terrorist group.
Oh yeah, did you guys see this one truck? This semi truck that was going down,
Yeah.
and these people jumped on it.
That's what, people are fucking dumb. Like, see, like that's what I hate the most is like when people try to go and block the fucking road. It's like, sure, go ahead and protest on the side of the road, but like, you know, as somebody who's been hit by a car before, you know, like you don't want to be doing that for yourself or for the dude who fucking hits you.
Yeah.
Like, and I wonder too. Like, I know a lot of states after like Black Lives Matter started doing that, they made laws where you could go, like, if a protester's in the middle of the fucking highway, you don't have to go and stop for him.
Oh shit.
Like, I know a lot of states have laws on the books for that, so I'd be interested if they try that shit over there.
Is anybody seeing what's going on with Miami?
I'll look
Not
for a
yet.
feed.
Yeah, they take out those fucking tanks out there starting to go and run over people or
Oh
something.
yeah, that's right. They roll out the fucking tanks in Miami. Apparently,
And
we
like
need
a kid-
confirmation on that.
Latest. Oh god, all these tweets are in Spanish.
Yeah.
Do you guys think these are gonna happen tomorrow night?
Probably. It's probably going to happen for like until there is like until we start seeing people thrown into the fucking jail. It's going to keep happening.
Yo,
Until we-
National Guard in Santa Monica on the streets now. Yeah, continue.
Like, I think that's what happened with those. Like, what stopped the other Black Lives Matter protests? Like
I
back
don't
in
know.
So this is gonna be the next thing trending on Twitter. I'll put in the group chat. But it's balkanization of America. So
Oh.
basically how it'll split up after the revolution.
Well, that's been happening in America for long before this shit.
Alaska will go to Russia.
I don't know about that. I'm going to press X to doubt.
Well, can't states not leave the Union anymore after the Civil War?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go to Russia. It'd go to Canada before it go to Russia. Russia, I don't think they have the political power to go and have a fucking colony over there, basically. And Canada would probably flip shit if they knew Russia was going to go and make a fucking territory over there.
Canada would take over the United States before any other country could.
No, I don't think.
Just to protect.
I don't think they would. I think we could see some sort of like EU force or something, but I don't think Canada would. I think they would like they might take over Alaska as, you know, more not so much as like a violent takeover, but more of like, hey, you know,
We might as well go for it.
but I don't think maybe they could take over like one or two states, but I think more likely you'd see the like some sort of EU or like UN peacekeeping force come in place, and you might see like 4 different countries become a result of that. Like one of them would probably be China line, like sort of the West Coast, like California, maybe like Oregon and stuff. On the East Coast, you know, like towards New York and stuff, it would probably be more aligned with like Canada, but like, you know, probably like more EU and stuff. Towards sort of like southeast, you'd probably start to go and see more independent country in like the Southwest. You know, you probably have like Texas kind of heading it off. It'd be interesting. Like I've seen on like a 4chan pair this whole thing play out, like where they kind of predicted, I think 4 or like 6 different countries if the U.S. ever decided to go and split up.
Did you see 4chan had another Antifa what they call it today. Oh fuck, already forgetting it.
So people in Florida, in Miami, just stole a SWAT truck.
Jesus, we need to pull up this feed.
What's up? What'd you say?
They just stole a SWAT van.
It's on Twitter.
Holy shit, man. Oh yeah, Antifa leaks 2020 on poll. They like basically, I guess you could say, dox a bunch of Antifa people.
Yeah, I think. And see, I'd be on the lookout too, because I imagine after some of these Antifa leaks, you're gonna start to see articles start coming out trying to go and shut down 4chan again.
Yeah.
I mean, they always do that, but this will be another one, and who knows if it'll stick. I mean, 8chan just got back up, so never know. Like that's the thing. Like whenever 4chan falls, I feel like that's gonna be.
That's the end of the internet.
Yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be a fucking sad time. Whatever. Like it's one of the few remaining bastions of relative free speech on the internet today.
Well, it's funny because, like, I mean, even I guess you could say about pre-2016, the internet felt still like a wild west, and it was fantastic. And then it peaked in like 2015-16. Ever since then, you know, Twitter censors everything, Facebook censors and bans everything. It's a totally different landscape now.
Back then there was back then people had other websites they could go to as well. Like Twitter and Facebook, you know, they weren't the monoliths that they are today.
Yeah.
Like back then there was a bunch of other, like before then too, like there was a lot more like forums and stuff. You still have a few of them here and there, but like those are really niche now. Like back in like probably the early 2010s, like there was like hundreds of forums. Like, you know, you would go to different websites all the time. Now there's probably like maybe 15 websites that most people use, maybe like 20, and then everything else is like really obscure. And like I don't know, I think the fall of Yik Yak too, that was like a really
I loved Yik Yak.
Like that. I remember when I was at Penn State, I used to love that shit. Like it was great.
And then people just started calling people out without names.
Yeah, and like there was stupid shit. And like, were you there that one time where they had like the shooting threat at Penn State from Yik Yak? Yeah, that's pretty fucked.
What year are you, by the way?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, junior.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just graduating senior, so you're not far behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they shut down. I thought that they shut down my senior year. Like it was the end of my senior year, but like holy shit, it taught me a lot about Penn State culture. Like honestly, like people could just talk about anything. There was like a fucking foot fetish dude on there, and he'd like piss people like that. See, that was a bad thing. Like they fucked that up, honestly, because like it used to be like really cool and stuff, and then they made you like get usernames and stuff, and that's when it started falling really bad. Then they let you post anonymously again. That was good, but like by then the damage was done. Like the whole fun of it was like 4chan, but to your local area. Like people posted the most like stupid shit, the most racist shit, the most like fucking funny shit, but like. I don't know. Like once you take away the fucking mask, it's no fun anymore.
Yep.
Anonymity.
I'm gonna scan Periscope for
some streams,
live feeds from Washington.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna start doing. Periscope's usually pretty good with that sort of shit. Just I don't know how to fucking do a dual like or multi-view on Periscope for the stream, but if there's a real good one, I'll just probably put that one up. Because the Santa Monica one's it's dying down as the National Guard comes in. It looks like New York is still kind of hot, and Kansas City was having some action too.
If we're really gonna like what I was talking about yesterday.
I found one.
Oh, nice! Post it.
I'll put it in the chat.
Sweet.
I was talking about yesterday, right? You remember what I said? Like what's the one common denominator with all of these cities?
Democrat.
Yeah, they're
democratically run mayors.
yeah.
Yeah, did you see this on
Democrats.
Fox News with the truck driver? This
Well,
is
it's not just
crazy.
Democrat mayors. It's not just Democrat mayors. It's council people. It's the majority of the council people. It's the chief prosecutors. It's all of these things. Like you look at the city. You look at what runs a city. What creates a what creates a culture of whatever goes on within a particular city. It's created by the mayor. It's created by the council people. Those are the ones that are, pushing the taxes, pushing the regulations, pushing all that stuff, within the people that are living in the city. You have you have the chief of police, you have the chief prosecutors. Those are the ones that are, you know doing the investigations, pressing the charges, trying to follow through with these, like. So what you have is, these big cities regulation. They're really clamping down on these freedoms and these civil rights. You have the high taxes. They're stifling all these people's growth, right? Because you tax somebody, they're not growing, right? They're most certainly not pace that they want to, or the pace that they need to really establish that kind of, upward mobility that one would desire to be in America, right? You have the chief prosecutors that are either overshoot the charges on dirty cops. Like, say you have a dirty cop, they're either overshooting so that way they walk, because if you're gonna, like, say you're gonna get somebody, you're gonna charge, like, they're trying to let's see, you're some of these people, they'll be like, so some of these prosecutors, they'll try to prosecute these people on like first degree murder or something like that, knowing that they don't have the weight to get first degree murder on a particular murder. I always feel like, by the way, I always feel like some of that might be intentional to get these people off. But anyway, or they just don't charge them at all, or these chief prosecutors just don't charge them at all. So then you're like, they have no choice but to let these bad cops back on the street. This is a culture. This is the kind of culture that goes on in all of these big cities. And then but has anybody heard anything about Miami? Has anybody heard anything about Miami at all?
No.
Miami, what's the difference between Miami and all of these other cities? They have a Republican mayor, right? They look like they have control. They look like they have complete control of the situation going on in Miami, right? They've got tanks. They've got undercover cops. They got all this stuff. They look like they're taking great care of that city over there, unlike the rest of the country. And this is it. This is the pattern. This is the pattern that we're talking about. These people are bitching about how there's a cycle of just suppression of minorities and suppression, like police suppression. How about if there is a cycle and you want to end that cycle, you got to look for the common denominator between all these cities that have this sort of thing. And what do we have? We got Democratic leadership. Maybe you should probably get rid of that Democratic leadership before you start talking about, curbing all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does any of this make sense?
It makes sense to us, but I'm afraid the people in these cities don't care in the end.
So then they're not honest. So then they're not honest about wanting change. Like, honestly, because like, if you're honestly trying to figure out, okay, well, this has been going on for years, right? All of this bad behavior has been going on for years, and it's like, well, how long have these Democrats been? For years, right? Pretty much at the same rate, right? So look, like, if you're trying to fix what's going on and you're trying to change what's going on, you got to start making the changes that you weren't making within these last, couple of decades, right? This is the problem.
I need to go and look at the other thing too. It's like, being a police officer in today's day and age is not respected like it used to be because of all this junk that's been going on. Like, it's not really respected. It's not paid all that well, and there's a good likelihood that you could end up, being on the fucking news and stuff, and you get harassed by people. So, like, who really wants to be a cop these days? So it becomes people who, like, there's some good cops out there. There's a lot of good cops out there, but then you start to get people who just want to do it for the power. I think part of this, how do we solve this issue to get the good cops in there? And that's a good question because not many people want to be cops anymore as there used to be. And the only way I could really see that is like maybe increase funding for cops.
Yep.
Start paying them more, so and then you can get higher quality candidates, be more, discernive, so that people will want to do it again. Maybe instead of doing like teachers like huge sums of fucking money, maybe start to look into getting police officers a little bit better of a pay raise, so that like you can actually get decent people. Because I see a lot of these people protesting, and not many of them are trying to be police officers. Maybe another thing too.
That's a good point.
Is to look into, because I know like a lot of these things, it's like police officers, like you can't have like smoke marijuana like ever. Maybe if they start like taking some of these requirements and maybe go and like modify them a little bit. So that like, yeah, if you did something relatively small like a petty crime in the past, it's not going to prevent you from being a cop forever. You'd have to start looking into that if you want to go and change this.
Because that sounds like something that's handled with something like, I don't know, criminal reform.
Well, it's not. Well, it'd be police reform in general. And they're going to have more training. But that's the thing. Like whatever is going on right now,
and this is what I'm talking about. And then we go back to the political side of this. Who's the president that's making all of this happen? It's Trump, right? Trump is the one Trump's the one that's really going in the direction of taking care of all these issues, right? But he can only do so much when it comes to like a city or a state or whatever, because they already have leadership. And there's a separation of federal and state. You can't. There's only so much you can do as a president when it comes to these specific cities and what's going on in these specific cities. You have to look at it from a local perspective, and all of these local cities are run by Democrats.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This is a state by state, more of a city by city issue, because like you notice it's mostly in these metropolitan areas. And while you're right that this is largely a Democrat issue, I would also argue that like some of these police officers, have you seen police officers in like South Africa and other stuff like that? They're similar to that, because in some of these big cities, like especially Chicago and stuff, you see crime like you see in third world countries, because you have gangs like you have in third world countries. So it creates situations where you get these these insane like power hungry people that go and view human life, and they might end up like seeing like minorities and as potential enemies because there is such a high level of crime within those communities. So we need to go and work on fixing the gang problem. And not even just the black community, like the Hispanic community with the MS-13 and stuff. So that's the whole issue there, and that can be done on the federal level too, with the help of like the FBI and closing the border. We're not closing the border, but doing extreme vetting.
And I'm looking at I'm looking at film in New York, right? And that whole place is going to fucking hell right now. Well, I mean, between the coronavirus and and all of this mess, it's just like there's no good leadership going on in New York. There's no good leadership.
Where's Big Mouth Cuomo right now?
No, I mean, look at De Blasio. Like, look, fuck, he went on the pulpit and was like, he refused outside help, basically. Like, Donald Trump, he's been you
He's been
know,
fairly
calling on
quiet.
the National Guard, has the active duty MPs on alert, right? And De Blasio is basically turned down outside help, and he's basically saying, "Oh, the New York's finest can handle all of this," and it might actually be a detriment if you get somebody that, some of these outside police forces that come in because they don't know how New York does it or whatever. And I'm basically looking at the fucking TV screen, and I'm seeing this whole place go all up to shit. I'm like, maybe you need to change. Maybe you need to do something different there, big guy.
Well, see, the thing too, I noticed, like, right as in Santa Monica right now, the National Guard is being more and more deployed in there. Like, there's a lot coming in there.
Yeah.
And they're standing in front of a bunch of stores. I mean, that's what's making the difference is when the Guard comes in. And that's why Minneapolis, it looks like Minneapolis wasn't that bad tonight. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was
feeds come
definitely
out of there.
buildings weren't burning like they were the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how does the National Guard work? Like, let's say, let's say we need it in New York City, and Trump sends the National Guard. Does the city have to
No,
accept
that's
it?
not. No, that's a state thing. National Guards are state operated.
Well, what do you mean by that? Do they have to order or request it?
Each state has a National Guard.
Unless they get federalized.
Right.
And why do they call it the National Guard?
Well,
I
they
mean,
defend.
It's more like the State Guard.
because it's more of a homeland thing. It's generally more of a homeland thing. Like,
Well, I think like you can get deployed either like that. Like it would probably first go to the state, then the state can I get like I'm not too familiar with that shit, but like like I think there's like they can send you out like federally, but like unless that happens, you're done at the state level.
yeah. They should, but is it like okay? And this goes back down to leadership again with Minnesota, right? The second, like this is where the mayor looks at what's going on and immediately lets the National Guard know, hey, you might want to get some people on alert. Just saying, right? Because it doesn't take much. I mean, it doesn't take long to make it happen. You're just like, but the fact that you let that whole day happen and you let all those cities burn, the police thing burn, police station burn, all those businesses burn, they're gone, they're not coming back, right? That says a lot about your shitty leadership.
Well, I think this will be an interesting situation too, because like you're going to see a lot of businesses pull out of these cities that allow these places to burn.
Yep.
That's
Like,
what I think's more going to happen. That's why these cities stay in this cyclical left-wing cycles, because any good people, right-wing people, business people, they all just leave. It's what happened in Detroit. That's why they dubbed it when there were riots in Detroit in the, I think, 70s or 80s. I forget when my mom said it happened. They called it
84.
Well,
okay, so Detroit is like 84% African American, right? And African Americans overwhelmingly vote Democrat. We got there, and again, going back to the political side of things, you got to change that. These African Americans have to realize that Democrats don't give a shit about African Americans outside of election time, and until they figure it out, right? And they're starting to. They're definitely starting to.
I don't know. These
But
protests
until
are
they
proving
start-
otherwise.
Literally. I just said I had a couple of friends. I have a couple of friends that are going to protests, and this is going to be the first election that they're voting for Trump. Right? This is like.
I think. The thing to me is, I think there's a ceiling. I think you can only get, at least in the next maybe 10 years, like, well, see, it depends how the Republican Party goes. I mean, under Trump, like, I do see black support under Trump improving. Like, I mean, I forget what he got in 2016, like 8 or 9%. It's gonna go into the double digits, but significant, like it'll be significant, but will it be a seismic shift where like blacks go full on conservative? I just don't see that happening.
Yeah,
Little by little,
no.
little. That's all I need.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
the other thing I do want to bring up, and by the way, good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Hey.
welcome, Sam.
Is the fact that the media is already pushing the Trump. They're pushing this new narrative, and when I mean new narrative, I mean literally 10 minutes ago, I saw something like Trump is silent on all these riots right now. He's abandoned America. So, and even Mike Cernovich is
I
on
saw that.
Periscope saying, "Where is Trump?" And I'm just like, is he supposed to comment at like 12:30 in the evening on
It's like,
this?
they're gonna say, oh, he's good. He could drop a tweet at 3 o'clock in the morning, but he can't show his face.
Well, I wonder what his play here is, because he normally, I will admit, he's been quieter than usual, but sort of doing more action without saying so much. Like he's, National Guard's been deploying a lot of places, declaring Antifa a terrorist organization, and who knows what else is going on behind the scenes. Maybe he is either legitimately busy, or maybe he figures, since he knows he's a divisive figure, maybe he thinks it's best to take a step back from this for a few seconds.
Hey, sorry to bump in here,
Yeah,
but
sure.
if you're watching the Washington Periscope right now, it looks like a skyscraper has caught on fire.
Oh boy, I got to pull that one up. I turned it off because I was having both on. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
pull
do
that shit
not
up.
know where they are right now, but the building to the left of it does look like it's out of marble, so it might be near the mall.
Shit.
See, that's going to cause a bunch of businesses to leave these cities that had that that bad leadership. And then you're going to start to see people start having businesses in right-wing cities, and that could be very interesting how this will play out.
Wait, I think I know what that is.
Well,
Because people have already been leaving these cities due to high taxes and stuff. And then the coronavirus too. Oh shit! I guess we're fucked anyways.
Well, this is the other thing though too that I want to bring up, because Alex just brought a good point. I mean, I don't want to be the doom and gloom here, but America's really fucked right now because businesses are closed because of coronavirus, and now because of these riots, like some of these businesses are never going to be able to open because of these riots now. Whatever chance some of these restaurants had of opening and whatnot, and these small businesses, they're done.
Okay, it does look like the fire is right in between the Hay Adams Hotel and it looks like the major motion picture broadcasting network.
Which
building.
stream is this? Because the link.
This is on Periscope. I'll put it in the.
Yeah, because that last link stopped working.
I'll put it in the general chat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it's right next to the Hay Adams.
Holy shit.
Which is just one block next to the White House.
Wow.
All right. Here's a news briefing here. All right. Reports of a tiger on the loose near the Oakland Zoo.
Oh, here we go again.
Yep.
Call Joe Exotic.
Yep. There you go.
What if he escapes prison during this? That'd be funny. Wait, that guy's not live, the Abdul guy?
That's live.
I don't have a live feed on him.
Yeah.
We might need Joe Exotic at this point.
He's a hero we need, not the one we deserve. Yeah, I'm trying to find the DC feed you're using, but
yeah,
the Abdul guy's down. Yeah, try recopying the link or something. Oh wait, no, it says live, but like there's like nothing here.
I'm trying to find another one.
This shit's like, this is weird, cause yeah, I click on this one, it says it's live, and there's just like a circular arrow, and 19 people watching.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how few DC streams there are. We're gonna have to search out for some. How have you been doing, Sam?
I was watching Magnum PI before this shit happened. So
And you saw us stream and you were like, "Oh boy, something must be happening."
yeah, well, and then I saw Shapiro like tweet something like, "Trump is silent right now," and I'm like, "Shut up, never Trumper." So,
Yeah. Ben annoys me so much.
everyone is live right now. Like you and a couple of the other channels I follow all went live at the same time. So
Yeah, I mean, didn't even
Time to
plan
go
on
onto
going.
Facebook Live.
Oh, did you find on Facebook Live?
There's a few reports that some people are on Facebook Live right now.
Yeah, I was searching there too because that was the only other live streaming thing I figured people would be on. Oh yeah, shit, Sam, you're near Miami, right?
I'm about like an hour. I'm about like 3 hours, but I'm there close enough.
Hmm.
And that's the other thing. I don't know if you saw my comment in the chat in the Versa
Dude,
chat, but I
the guardhouse at the White House has been set on fire.
What?
what?
Yep.
Yeah, we need a
Um,
white Washington D.C. feed,
Yeah,
man.
we need to
Needs to go and call the fucking like Secret Service and
yes,
shit.
certain
No, they've been out there. 50 of them are injured.
Well, they need to start like, getting the fucking army or
We
something.
need a reporter there.
Dude, roll out
No,
the
we-
fucking tanks.
dude. Kevin Cork is out there,
Yeah,
and
from
I gotta
Fox.
say, he's probably one of the best reporters out there.
He
I mean,
follows
he
us on
really
Twitter.
is.
Fun fact.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he's so good. He's definitely Fox's best reporter. One of the best ones out there. So so well spoken, willing to go where like you see him in DC, he's all like incognito and whatever. Like it's very
Oh, really?
like yeah,
Shit,
he's
poor
got this
guy.
He's got this like he's got the T-shirt and the backpack. He totally looks like a protester.
Dude, the joke is he's black.
Yeah,
You know?
but it's
Like, you would think they would be
only way-
nicer to him.
the only way you figure out that he's not like one of them is like when he starts talking and it's like all intelligent and well spoken and all that. Like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, he was one of the first ones to report about the what St. Mary what that church the
Yeah, I saw that live.
yeah
He was right
yeah.
in there.
yeah
God.
yeah we need to start unleashing the dogs of war on DC because yeah it's too much.
They need to start tracking down the people who are protesting and just start like following them home and throwing them in jail. Like
Well, I'm sure they are. Like I'm sure. My guess is they probably are. They're probably like, look, they've probably got people in the crowd. They're probably like, there's probably some, there's cameras. There's all that crazy stuff going on.
So I'm looking at the traffic cameras right now in DC, and everything seems pretty under control right now. That's
Yeah.
probably why we're not seeing a lot of streams.
It must be
Yeah.
just that one spot then outside the White House.
Yeah.
I'm watching like the Tommy Sotomayor stream right now on YouTube, and it looks like there was like some black lady twerking or something.
Oh, yo, I think I did see that too. What the fuck?
That's been going on for a while.
It's very progressive. Oh wait, our dude's back, our Yang Ganger. Oh no, his stream
is?
froze again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what they need to do if they want to prevent
He
this
said
shit.
he was getting off for the night, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, they just need to
However,
go.
the White House did turn out its lights, so
Oh, it turned off its lights, chat.
yeah.
Oh,
I'll post that in the group chat. There's a photo.
And I remember seeing on 4chan or 8chan or one of them, and they were saying that Trump's not taking hard action against the protesters to try to get out the black vote or something. Harm race relations.
I
During an election.
mean, that's kind of far fetched, but you know, that's something to think about.
I can see it, but I don't think it's a smart idea to be doing right now. I'd be more, not letting the fucking nation devolve into anarchy. I mean, he's doing the best he can. Like, this is like individual states. Like, look at this, like southern states. Most of them, like most Republican states, have this relatively under control, from what I've seen. Florida maybe being an exception, but it's fucking Florida, so.
I wonder how many Republican mayors there actually are in this entire country.
There's a decent bit. Like, there's probably a lot, but the thing is, they might not have as much like big ass cities. Like, they don't usually have the metropolises because you get a lot of minorities living in a lot of these places, and as Phil mentioned, a lot of them don't vote for Trump or vote for Republican.
Yeah.
Because of the Democratic plantation mindset.
You got, and I mean, and you look at it like it's like with Miami, they got a Republican mayor. Miami's a huge city, big international base. I mean, you would think if some shit were to go down, it would be going down in Miami, but actually Miami's the one probably the best of the big cities right now. Like,
well, Minneapolis should still be a hotbed, but the National Guard took that down real quick. And I'm surprised, even with them there, that we didn't see any real big.
Well, I mean, you got to figure Minneapolis is probably nothing left of the fucking joint.
That's true. They probably already burned everything down.
What's left to burn and loot?
Yeah, and it looks like California is mostly under control. Oregon has a lot of people out in Portland, of course, Antifa's capital. Oh boy,
Philly was fucked today. Holy God.
Yeah, shit. I forgot to look up for Philly live streams. Oh my God. Philly, like I was saying earlier, like it's getting closer to my home. I mean, it's still a ways out, but like my dad's got rental property somewhere near Philly, and the protests were getting kind of close there. They were looting a Target nearby.
All right, good evening and welcome to those of you who are watching the Whitfield Report live feed right now. I am multi-streaming once again with the good folks over at Versamedia, and we are once again watching riots tonight.
Yeah, another night, another riot.
Fun, another day of riots.
America burning day, 3, 4?
Yeah, I want to say shout out in the chat to Owen Benjamin sucks Vox off and to Alan Powell. So,
How have the Owen fans been treating you recently?
the Owen fans, I want to know what Owen has to say on this. So, I know I need more like Alan. I literally just woke up to turn this stream on. This was not planned, so do you guys want in the in Versa, do you guys want me to send you the feed for LA that I'm watching right now, or nah?
We want Washington.
Yeah, we're looking for Washington, honestly, because LA
I'm-
is getting pretty controlled. I think I saw the feed. I think we were probably watching the same one at one point. Yeah, because they're arresting
I'm-
people in Phoenix too, and man, they're yeah. The West Coast is doing pretty good now.
Yeah, I cannot find I
You-
can't find
Yo, there's a
Washington.
guy speeding in LA. He's on hot pursuit. Holy shit. Yo.
Just what I was telling you, OJ.
Yeah. It looks like he's in a. Is he in a Charger or a Challenger?
Oh boy, do we have another one of these going on?
Yes. We have a gray Bronco now. Oh my god.
OJ num. By the way, OJ's white Bronco usually pops into my chat around this time.
Oh
but
yeah,
he's-
that's right. I remember that.
But but OJ's white Bronco is nowhere to be seen in my chat. So he's probably giving the cops, a runaround.
I posted a link to the dude that's flying through LA right now. And then, yeah, the chopper's tracking him. Oh yeah, he's in a Challenger. Yeah, he's in a gray Challenger.
Wasn't it the one they used to run over that person at that?
Oh, it's Charlottesville.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we're uniting the right again.
Well, that's what this is probably gonna do.
Did you guys see what Jordan put in the group chat? This is gonna have Penn State written all over it.
Oh boy, I'm gonna check that out. Oh, and I want to see Penn State's statement. This happened 5 minutes from my house. His name is Sean Setnick, and he goes to Penn State. Oh no.
That you?
No. Oh, it's
God, they need to get out of that house now because they're gonna find where he lives.
Oh.
Sean, post a screenshot somewhere. I wanna
No,
see
yeah,
it.
I'll just send a tweet. I'll stop posting in the chat. I'm not putting this
Holy
on the stream because, and you'll see why in a second.
Yeah, don't put it on the screen. I said just put it in the host or something.
Well, his family's gone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, look at the video.
All right, one second.
That was the that was the thing Penn State condemned. Oh, that makes sense now. Shit. Why do people just post so much stupid shit on the internet?
They're going to his work now.
Yeah, I believe it. He's gonna get fired.
Probably get kicked out.
His building's gonna be on fire.
He's gonna be
Yeah,
fired in more ways than one.
Like I'd expect this shit from like a bunch of hicks or something, but like if you're a fucking Penn State student with a job that like, what the fuck are you doing?
I wish I had a job.
Or no, like just in general, like a Penn State student, what the fuck are you doing? Like, man, people are fucking dumb.
I know. So stupid.
SCR is gonna go and make a fucking statement about this, like they're all random bullshit.
We condemn it, and we
No.
stand against racism.
Okay, they're saying so. They're just like going off on Twitter about how they set the guardhouse on fire at the White House. One, the guardhouse at the White House is on the state grounds, and two, that's the guardhouse in Lafayette Park, not the White House. So
Okay.
Wait,
get your facts right.
Thanks for the clarification.
I bet this.
I was just reading what was on what was on Twitter.
I'll post in the group chat what they actually, it's more or less of a gentrified bathroom. Because it's a public bathroom in there with, a little park station. So guess they can't go to the bathroom now.
I bet this John Setnick kid is going to have a spot on America First with Nick Fuentes soon. So.
God, that video, man. Oh my god.
that dude's gonna have a spot on what's that shit where they beat people up? Fucking World Star Hip Hop. What the fuck is World Star Hip Hop?
Yeah, what is that? I've never heard that before.
I've heard of that shit. Like they have someone like beat their ass and say, "I'm gonna put you on World Star Hip Hop and beat your ass."
See, this tweet though from this dude, this Penn Stater, this is what really irks me about these riots and looting is that it creates stereotypes and it creates these sort of people. Like, I know this person may have been trying to joke, like, if I'm gonna give them the absolute benefit of the doubt, but there are people out there that are now gonna have a negative view of the African American community because of this.
I hate the fucking word African American. Like, just get fucking black.
Well,
What's so fucking scary? Because how do you know if they're even American?
All right. I mean, technically, Elon Musk and Dave Matthews are African American.
That is my problem with that word.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It sounds like a fucking politically correct way to say black.
Here.
With
No. The politically correct way is people of color.
that doesn't even
Or mixed origin.
because then it could be referring to people from Asia.
Okay, how about
Black.
urban communities? There we go. That is what it is.
It's just black. The black community. Like, everyone knows what the fuck that means.
Okay, these people, like, they can chill. It's literally not the guardhouse. I'm seeing, like,
Fake news.
be educated on the architectural
Yeah.
design of Washington, D.C. and Lafayette Park.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right, wait. Now, are you
Yeah,
sure this Sean kid is actually who he says
Well,
they
we
is?
can look him up in the directory.
Because I would make sure that's the actual guy before this stuff goes on. 'Cause it could be someone who looks like him, or it could be someone else.
Oh god, that would suck. Imagine you're getting fucking framed for a racist post and it's not even you.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I see. That's my problem with some of this shit. It's like, unless you verify it's that person, you know, I'd be very concerned with that. Because if you like, it sucks to like have someone just spout racist shit, but it sucks even more if you are framed as being a fucking racist, and then
Yeah.
you get fired, and then you get like people burning down your house.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, everybody's emotions are fucking through the roof right now. Well, if this is who he is, there is a Sean. I was gonna say Sean S, but then I realized, fuck, that's me too. He's a business administration major at Penn State.
Do you have a picture of him from Penn State?
Represent my business majors.
They're
Well,
doing
like-
a great
like-
job of representing you, aren't they?
This
Oh
guy-
yeah. I expect nothing less from the Smeal College of Business.
Oh.
The guy's own Twitter account, and we're sure it's him.
I
You
think
know
it's on
what?
his Insta.
I put my 25 cents I have left after buying a Starbucks today to say he plays lacrosse.
He probably does. His LinkedIn doesn't have a picture.
So here's what I'm thinking about why they dim the lights at the White House.
So they can.
Do they? Is this a
I
stationary thing?
wonder if he's even at the White House. Because I think Tim Scott did an interview with him, and they were saying, I don't know, but I can't imagine. I don't know.
Well, some were saying he was in the bunker, but that turned out not to be true. But maybe it
Well,
is.
so this is going off of, what we got, which isn't a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with they turned off all the lights on the state grounds and inside the house because there are currently people, guards starting to surround the perimeter of the house, and they want it completely dark so there's no light interfering because they're all probably wearing night vision.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh
And then
boy.
they're all going on the roofs right now. So
Yeah, well-
nobody can see them.
Yeah, that makes
Mhm.
sense.
So
Yeah, well-
that's why they turned off all the lights.
Yeah,
That could be,
someone
yeah.
someone in my chat just said night vision works better. So
Yep.
Fucking Black Ops.
This is what I mean, this is a strategic move.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, they make sure, I mean, if you probably, like, if you were standing, like, on the north lawn, it would probably be silent as the grave. You would not hear a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It would
take
be
one
just-
step on it and
Yeah, and you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. You take one step past the line and you're getting picked off.
it's like Al Pacino. They probably have like, I mean, I know they. Do they? always have a sniper up in the White House? Or
They do.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
They probably
They
have a
always have
shit
at
ton.
least two up there.
Yeah. Now we'll
One to guard the east and one to guard the west.
Right. I mean, they have. I think they have multiple.
Pinch points.
Yeah, they have multiple pinch points.
But yeah, so I'm looking at the security setup right now. So it looks like the protesters have been stopped on 8th Street Northwest, which is just north of Lafayette Park.
Yeah.
Then it goes all the way down 17th Street, encompassing the entire sort of White House complex. So the entire perimeter is the ellipse, the White House complex with the EOB and the National Treasury. Then the Blair House, Lafayette Park, and then the whatever that building is, the U.S. Court of Appeals. So that whole sort of rectangle is what they're guarding right now.
Of course, this dude's driving a Jeep.
Fucking Jeeps.
How about a fun fact? Fucking that Lafayette.
Jeep life, Jeep love.
That Lafayette guy in George Washington apparently met in New York, Pennsylvania, in this fucking tavern to sign some French bullshit for aid to America during the Revolutionary War.
Wait, what is it?
What was it? Jean de Lafayette, or whoever the fuck the Lafayette guy in George Washington met in this tavern in New York to sign some bullshit so that he could get French support during the Revolutionary War.
Oh.
And I mean, he used to work at a museum over there, learn some shit. And they also say that technically York was the first capital of the United States, so they kind of admit that's probably bullshit, but people still believe it. Also, there was somebody who got shot like right outside the one fucking museum like an hour after I left.
Jesus.
That's York County.
Straight out of York.
Yeah, it's the Compton of Pennsylvania. Not really.
Thank you.
That's
the
Delco.
Investigation Confidential agency on Twitter just pointed out what I've been trying to say, that is not the guardhouse.
Yeah.
It feels so good to be represented in this time of need.
Good job of being the first one to point that out, though. We've got fantastic reporting on this show.
Yeah.
Yo, Mike Cernovich is like, LOL, we got years of footage of every major media outlet defending Antifa. Tonight is our night. It's like I was saying, you gotta blast them with this, expose them.
Yeah.
See, where's the fucking stick man when you need him?
Base stick man. The old
Whatever
night.
Whatever happened to that dude? Like, do you see the guy with the like sword who tried to go up against the protesters?
No, I did not.
It didn't end well for him. He got like curb stomped or something.
What, do you have his katana out and he was defending the anime shop from being looted?
No, yeah.
Your Mitch is like, if you're a reporter who has done propaganda for Antifa, don't worry. We did you a huge favor. We archive all your tweets. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I just saw that one too. Holy shit. See, that's the beauty. Like, we, you know, us in these circles, we know about this shit. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. Look at the news service tweet too. We all know these people delete their shit, so we just archive it and it doesn't go away.
Yeah, Alan Powell in the chat says, if you don't have a gun, don't even try.
Well, yeah, because
I don't get, I mean, I'm, scrolling through Twitter right now, and I don't get when people say, oh, let's burn down the White House, do they understand how bad of an idea that is?
Oh god. It was bad
Like,
enough when the
they
British
can't
did
even
it.
comprehend. I mean, the White House would be, have its own bombs blowed up before it was overtaken.
Yeah.
Like, they would blow that thing to hell before any protesters were able to get in it.
Yep, there would be a massacre. Antifa account just got infiltrated by fucking right-wingers, and they're gonna dox people.
yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing the memes.
Well, I think that's probably who was posting that shit to 4chan.
Mm-hmm. This was the real Q.
I don't know. Like, see, I think there was like at one point there may have been an actual queue, but like
And there's
he's
probably multiple people.
Oh
Like-
God, not you guys.
he's probably gone for fucking. Probably like made like 2 fucking posts or whatever, and then he's like gone. Now you have like some larper out there.
Men's suit outlet
Yeah.
on fire in Long Beach. Oh no. I guess they can't get their suits.
Why? No. Why are people burning down men's warehouses?
Well, like these people would need to wear a suit. Like, let's be.
But I am, as someone who actually wears suits and likes to look nice, I am fucking outraged.
Fucking hate suits.
Oh.
I think, like, honestly, like I don't see a purpose for them.
I like how they look. I hate wearing them. Like when I had to wear one for what was it 4 fucking days at CPAC. Oh, I hated that. Cause like you have to make the shirt tight against your neck. You got to button it all the way, and you get that neck burn. It's the worst.
No, you don't have to button it all the way. Have you seen how I wear mine?
Yeah, but you're a
course.
YouTube streamer. I was at fucking CPAC. No offense.
I really want Fox News to go to the Washington D.C. right now because I mean, so much for Long Beach. Just go to Washington.
Sam, do you wear a tie when you wear your suits?
Sometimes, but I haven't in like a long time.
Oh,
So.
see, well, that's how you can get away with the unbuttoned shit. Like, I had to wear a tie, so it's like, yeah, button it all the way, and it's like,
Yeah, I like wearing ties too. You've got a properly fitted collar.
yeah.
So someone in the chat says, "Take it easy, man. They just want to walk around naked." So.
Well, see, the thing too is, I'm not a hipster, but I do like the hipster like work environments where they let people dress however the fuck they want, or at least like it's like a, not like sloppy, but sort of semi-professional, but mostly casual.
Thankful. Thankful.
Yes.
Thank God somebody on Twitter has another brain cell. He saw the picture of the White House and he was like, the lights illuminating the White House have been turned off so the Secret Service sharpshooters on the roof won't be blinded. The president isn't hiding or bunkering, he's getting ready.
Yes.
They should go and have Pence come out and just start like using his magical powers to go and start shocking the protesters.
He's like Palpatine.
Summons the force of lightning around the White House.
Yes.
You just see this like lightning bolt come down, like it goes through the fucking like flag.
Smite thy enemy.
Oh god.
We need Shock Me Daddy on this. We need where's
Sparky. Just have
where's
the fucking
Pence?
lightning bolt just come down, goes through the American flag on the White House, goes through the entire White House,
Here,
goes to Pence, and he just fucking like blasts it in front of him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Pence is Shock Daddy, so we need.
He's
can
just
we
like
appreciate in the group chat? I'm about to send something. So look at the tweet that this guy put out, and then look at his profile picture.
okay.
This one's golden.
Oh, up here.
Let's see, the Joseph Rich. Someone just fucking burned down the White House already, bruh. Use drones and drop Molotov cocktails on that shit. America was canceled. Let it burn. I'm so over it.
And then the booty pic.
Oh. Yeah, we do need Uncle Mike. Bring him in. Where's Mike?
Shock me, Shock Daddy.
It was a
Nah.
bathroom.
No, it's okay. I'm not gay, so.
I don't know, Sam. The things you were saying to Gamma last night.
Well, Galen's my nigga, so.
Oh boy.
We're demonetized now forever.
Yep, start preparing your house.
Sam, I disavow.
Hey, I said A, not hard R, so.
See, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't know about where you guys live, but in the schools I went to, no matter which way you said it, it's interpreted one way. But I've heard, like, my girlfriend from, like, she says in Delco, like, they say it all the time, and it's like perfectly normal. She doesn't say it, to be clear, but people around there say it all the time as if it's like nothing without the hard R.
I've been
Where I was from, like they didn't care.
I've been called one with a hard R.
Oh Jesus!
So,
Well, you're not
like,
even. Not
no,
even.
I'm not black, but like all my black like college friends are like, "Sup, N-word." So,
That's shit. Yeah, it's a fucking double standard right there.
have you guys have seen that South Park episode where Randy Marsh gets called the N-word, and then he becomes the N-word guy, right?
I thought that was after he was on like The Price is Right, or not The Price is
Yeah,
Right.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah, I remember
one
that
thing
clip.
that just got me in a video was, so it was when they decided to turn out the lights around the White House in Lafayette Park, and so a firework went off, and then the lights turned off, and then they noticed, the little building was on fire, and there's like, oh yeah, Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, and then the police come over, and they're just like, why are you trying to hurt us? We're just human. I'm just like, okay, but you just burned a building to the ground. I'm pretty sure that's a felony.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might be human, but that's also a fucking terrorist act.
humans can be terrorists.
You're threatening to literally blow up the White House.
I mean, that's okay because they think it's okay because Trump lives there.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
It's just, I mean, it just reminds me of what was that? Women's March. I think it was right
with
before
fucking
Madonna.
yeah, I was gonna
And
say.
she was like, I've thought about more times than enough about blowing up the White House.
Yeah. I mentioned that in a fucking.
Like, she should have been charged with treason at that point.
I mentioned that in a homework assignment for one class at Penn State because I was comparing the Women's March to the women's suffrage movement. I said the women's suffrage movement basically had good optics and they knew what they were doing, and the Women's March had bad optics. And my professor took off points, and she was like, "Oh, you seem like you're being like," I think she said like hateful or like anti-women. I was like, "What?" Just criticizing their like when you have people saying they're gonna blow up the White House, that looks fucking stupid.
See, you should send that shit to campus reform.
I can't. Well, now that I'm graduating, I definitely can.
Yeah, send that shit to fucking campus reform now that the person isn't working there.
No, I think she still works there.
Well, don't send it to her. You want sent to Pence. You have contacts now, I'm sure.
Yes, I do, sir. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. Fuck. I hate when these like live streams they'll have like it'll say Washington D.C. in it, and then it's just a bunch of cities. Oh, Portland's got a bunch of people sitting down. It's a whole black block. That looks like Antifa for sure.
But yeah, people on Twitter are just like, the Secret Service needs to get the president out of there and stuff like that. I'm just like, that'll be the day when the president abandons the White House. This isn't, Minneapolis.
This isn't White House down.
Yeah.
Or Olympus has fallen.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is too is like I love how they care about President Trump's life now.
Yeah.
Before they're like, threatening to shoot him and hope he dies, all these things, hope he gets the coronavirus. Now they're like, oh, is he okay? Is he good? Can we get him out? Yo, these people that crawled out of the shop have moves. They have like.
Did you see what the Polish ambassador is saying?
Oh my God, what is he saying?
So they defaced and desecrated the partnership between U.S. and Poland with the statue in Washington D.C. And Poland said that they applaud the White House and the president for their acts of valor during this time of strife. So Poland's behind us at least.
Yeah, Poland's always been good, especially with Trump in.
Not to mention what they did to the World War II memorial.
Oh, that was disgusting.
You know, like, yeah, like, honestly, like, fucking Poland got really fucked over in that war, and it's really fucking sad. Because not only did they get, like, invaded by the Nazis, they also got
Oh,
invaded by
hey,
the Soviets.
we're getting movement here. It looks like they broke into the American Federation of Labor, which is the
That's
country's
ironic.
largest union. So,
They're going after the
I mean,
fucking unions.
we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, the left
We're
is
helping
literally
capitalism.
burning themselves down.
We're getting somewhere finally. What happened to the big chicken balloon with the Trump hair? I miss that.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing.
Yeah, remember that one? That was
Yeah.
fun. At least they sort of brought some comedy into it.
They tried. Well, and then there's the baby Trump one. Remember that one?
Oh,
I remember that. I remember.
Did you find any DC streams yet?
not yet. I'm waiting for Fox News to get there. They're in Philadelphia.
Oh shit, I better pull that up. That's near me. Fucking Philly. That city is...
Gone.
It is just... Oh god. I mean...
Why do people go to fucking Philly, honestly? Like, why would someone want to live there? Or work
Dude,
in-
I don't know. I mean,
It's
it's one of those cities that just hasn't gotten any better in years. I mean, at least Detroit, even though it's been through some really bad shit, recently it has turned around a bit. I mean, DC has had some gentrification, or whatever that fucking word is, but Philly has just always been shit.
Well, yeah, like, I just don't see why people would want to fucking deal with it, honestly, because there's no benefit to it. Like, it's not New York or like LA where there's like a huge job market there. I mean, there's definitely a job market there, but you're also like in one of the most dangerous cities in the country.
Yeah, we call it Philadelphia for a reason. It is filthy. Oh, did this looter just walk in front of the Fox reporter?
Yeah, they've been doing that. They've been doing that all day, though. Like
I haven't watched any of the news coverage.
yeah.
I'm sending a video into the group chat, but it shows an update from Lafayette Square. From what it looks like right now, the protesting has stopped and people have dispersed. It's quiet there.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's just around sort of DC, but as for now, there's nobody at the White House.
What stopped them there at Lafayette?
I don't know. I guess the police.
That's good. I think once they went after that church is when the cops got more serious, finally.
See, like, they have no fucking political goal. They just want to destroy shit.
You know?
Yeah.
They probably don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah.
Sounds like a white man.
There was
George
a lot of
who?
There was a lot of white people freaking doing all that destruction.
Mm-hmm.
I-
Well,
I
that's
didn't
what
see it.
really is what happened from what I've seen of all this is Antifa, which is a lot of white people, came in, provoked, and Black Lives Matter came in and picked it up from there and went crazy and looted and burned shit down.
Someone in the chat is saying be careful with Channel 4 because they copyright. Well, I mean, if they do try and copyright, I will file a
Wasn't
I'll
Channel
file,
4
like-
the UK service?
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're talking about we're talking ABC here in the
Oh,
States.
okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that second strike, guys. Probably gonna be laughing for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on D Live, right, Sam? Or are you doing YouTube?
I'm doing it on my YouTube channel
Oh,
for
okay.
tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to,
They're-
because like the Fox one has a good coverage of Philly here, but I can't put it up, of course.
Well, I mean, you could, but
It's not worth it. We already had one strike, didn't we?
Yeah, we have one strike. I was gonna take screenshots before I resolve that one. But in Philly, they burned cop cars. They tried to tear down the Rizzo statue, which I don't know who that is exactly. I forget, but
Probably a white man.
he was.
Probably racist. Probably in stripes.
Yeah, he's probably a Klansman too.
Probably a Trump supporter.
Probably was
What's the difference anymore? See, this is the problem too. When you have the media 24/7 calling Trump supporters racist, Trump supporters Nazis, Trump supporters and Proud Boys alt-right, all this shit. This is what you create. You create these fucking polarizations and these hateful mobs that come out and
Yep.
just like you make Trump supporters the most oppressed class in America.
Did you see that Brian Stelter fucking?
Oh God.
That's
Yeah,
that's good.
What did he do?
Yeah,
That guy can't stand.
he like when there's one person on Twitter, one female on Twitter, she was reporting about the St. John's Church, and Brian Stelter was like, "What's your source?" Live video of the St. John's does not show obvious fire.
What?
And then she replies, and this was on Fox News, right? This was the live video of Fox News, and he replied, "You could see the church on TV, right? No sign of smoke or fire at the church. Small fires across the street. This tweet's going viral, and it's not accurate." So he basically outed her as not being, and he's like, so of course, Mike Cernovich is like, has Brian Stelter apologized for lying to her? And he's like, I deleted my. Then it was like the most bullshit apology ever. It was like, oh, I deleted my tweets because I fell victim to the worst foolish impulses of this website.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for criticizing your tweets. I'm also sorry if anyone uses this brief exchange to distract from what really matters: the protests, police, the church. Like, that's not a fucking apology. It's like it's one of those things where you're like, you give this one little tiny apology sentence and you surround it with just bullshit.
Well, that relieves me that there aren't any more protesters in the White House right now. At the White House.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not really but did you guys hear that there's apparently been some like person blackmailing YouTubers recently?
Oh really?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, they would like threaten to go and they would threaten to get your channel striked for like copyright or community guidelines violations unless you pay them $50 in Bitcoin.
Oh shit.
oh.
Who are they going after? Any big
Copy
names?
strike me, please. Do your worst.
Like Scarce's shit.
Well, we got that one that was kind of going viral. That one that was like, "Hello, can we be friends?" Where it
Whatever
wasn't
happened?
anything but.
Like whatever happened with that? I don't remember how that resolved.
I've been getting those comments like a lot on my videos. I suspect that's why processing takes so damn long. So
I heard that was like involved with hijacking accounts. Like I delete those comments.
See, this is what happens when weather starts warming up.
People
Can we go
start
back to the
going
winter?
we have to
Everything's
wait a
easier
while.
in the
We
winter.
need more global cooling.
Josh, what are you doing, man? Glad to see you in chat. So
Shout out to Josh.
Josh?
Who is Josh? But I'm gonna give him a shout anyway.
Josh is one of my mods on the Whitfield Report channel. Joshua Rogers. So he's out in California. Literally, I think he's a park ranger, but I think he's been furloughed.
Oh shit! What park is he at?
That's a good question.
I salute you, Josh.
That's a good question. I am a horrible friend because I have no idea what park he's at right now.
Dude, Cernovich just like going off on Twitter. Like he's letting loose. I love it. He's like, "Do you want to know how these White House leaks really work? I can tell you what staffers leak and to whom. Should I spill this tea? Fuck yes." Like I will disagree with quite a few things Cernovich says on his Twitter, but overall I love it. Like you can't not follow him.
Does Cernovich take Adderall? and I don't mean that as like an insult. I genuinely want to know if he takes Adderall.
Probably not.
Oh, oh wait, Josh, you're not a park ranger? I thought you were. For
Army Ranger, man. With the times.
so,
Yeah, he's Rob.
my bad. So,
Not really. I don't think. I know Rob is, but that guy probably isn't.
Yo, Savage said when I would criticize Jared Kushner, people in the White House and close to Trump would call me up, sometimes screaming at me to take stuff down. They don't make those calls anymore. No one is defending Jared, and deep down they know Jared is costing Trump his re-election. Holy shit.
oh, Josh, you're in Yosemite. I see.
Oh, I've been to Yosemite. It's beautiful. I was there, unfortunately, when the wildfires were happening 2 years ago, and we couldn't see El Capitan, and we kind of really didn't get to see a lot of Yosemite.
Do you see Yosemite Sam?
What's that?
You don't know who Yosemite Sam is?
Nope.
Jesus, dude.
I'm a youngster.
did-
Look up Yosemite Sam.
Wait, what is that? Your mic goes out a lot.
Did you ever watch Looney Tunes as a kid?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
dude with the red beard with the revolvers.
Oh, that's his name. I never knew what his name was. Yeah,
So
I know
then
who he is now.
I started blasting the Danny DeVito meme.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's one of those like characters that you know, but you don't. At least I don't know his name.
I guess in your case, yeah.
Yeah,
So, in your case,
I'll
Sean.
stand alone on that island. Can we get a Cernovich doc on Antifa? Fuck yes. I need to watch his other documentaries. Or documentaries. I just said documentaries.
You need to watch my friend E Scorpio. He's a documentarian. So
Yeah, that's cool. I've always wanted to like make a proper documentary because I love video editing and that sort of shit, but man, they take a lot of time.
Yeah, man, you got time now.
Well, no, I'm starting my job at 9 a.m.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll have to shut this stream down soon, but
Yeah, I gotta get off. I'm tired.
yeah, I need to get tired so I can fall asleep.
Still up for work, man.
I don't even know what's supposed to happen tomorrow. They really haven't told me a lot.
Yeah, you'll find out. It's probably just like a bunch of introduction stuff. That's usually what the first day's like. It's like, oh, you have to fill out this paperwork. Oh, you have to fill out this paperwork. Oh, kind of what you'll be doing. I've done enough times.
Mm.
I mean, it's important stuff, but you usually don't actually start doing real work until like the end of the first week.
Yeah, I need to figure out a way to get my fucking passport or social security card.
I mean, you should always have one of those.
Well, see, I don't leave the card around because, I mean, I know my number in my head, and leaving the card around is just kind of dumb for the most part. Because if somebody came in and theoretically could steal it easily, but
Oh no, like I have like a locked cabinet. I can put that shit in.
I can just break the lock.
Well, yeah, but they had to get into my house to do that.
Well, if they're breaking into your house, they can probably break into the lock.
I just turned off commenting on my Instagram posts so I don't. So when people are just like, "Ugh, I hate that he posted that," when they go to comment, they see that it's blocked. I'm just like, I thought about you. You're not gonna incite violence on my Christian page.
I should follow. Wait, what's your thing on Instagram? I gotta follow that shit.
This is actually on my private one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh my god, was Joe Biden with the protesters? Oh, he was
Yeah,
taking a knee.
Tell me about it. I'm surprised he didn't keel over.
Yeah, they should convince him to take his mask off and like watch him get coronavirus because he's a dumbass and going to these.
Can we remember when the 2016 elections were happening, and Bernie was trying to do his thing
Oh, and then Black Lives
okay,
Matter took
yeah,
his
and
mic.
the exact, so it's almost poetic that the same Black Lives Matter protests and Antifa protests are happening the exact same time before, the election.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Black Lives Matter much since Trump got
Yeah,
elected.
it's just when it comes to the election.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're pretty big during like the whole Obama presidency. I remember seeing them a
Well, I
lot.
mean that too, but
So-
when our Cheeto came into office, God bless him.
Did you see that like meme where they upload like the thing where the Black Lives Matter lady stole Sanders's like microphone?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to, but I
That
was
show's
like,
so funny.
remember when Bernie Sanders was trying to do a rally and Black Lives Matters came in and there's like, you know what? We're gonna take this guy's mic, and she told Bernie to step down,
Yeah, she cucked him at
and
his
he
own
just
rally.
let her do it.
Yep.
God, what a presidential candidate.
And he started looking down at the ground, like with his hands together. I'm like, you're just such a cuck, dude.
They fucking upload that to Pornhub.
And his
Actually, cuck a old white guy.
yeah, his security services didn't do a thing. They just let him get harassed by them.
That's true. Wouldn't he have Secret Service at that point?
Yeah.
What were they? Because like when people would come on, I mean, with Trump, he got jumped like 2 times during the campaign. There was a guy that tried to jumped over the barricade and tried to get on the stage, and Secret Service just fucking clobbered him. Then
Yeah.
there's the guy they thought pulled a gun, and so Secret Service took Trump off stage. And then there was a third one where this British dude like almost like took a cop's gun and then almost took a shot at Trump.
Was the one, wasn't it like some guy almost like he like tried to pull on the president's pants or something like that? Like from behind?
You gotta try give him a wedgie.
Something like that.
Oh
But-
god.
I would have loved to see that fucking happen.
It was early on in 2016. It was at one of his rallies, and someone tried to like grab his pants or something, and then his fans like just pummeled him.
Oh god. Yeah, imagine that happened to Jeb or like fucking
Oh.
Bernie.
Oh my god, dude! I would have loved.
I remember in the presidential debate when Jeb was talking, and then it went over to Trump, and then Jeb butted in. He was like, "Shh, quiet." And then the crowd booed, and he's like, "That's all of his donors."
Yeah. Or like when Jeb was like, they mentioned something about his mother, and Jeb goes like, "My mom is a smart lady. She's wonderful, amazing," and Trump just goes, "She should be running."
Yeah, the mom said Jeb shouldn't run. Like, it's so bad. Like your mom won't even support your kid. How can you expect others to?
All I
CNN.
can say for the last thing I'll say on this, cast is that Penn State's gonna be different this year.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that
The
kid's
vibe is gonna be off.
What vibe?
Exactly.
See, that's why I want to be up there for at least a little bit in the fall. Like I want to just come back and visit, and be like, "Oh, how's good old Penn State doing this year?"
I want to see what happens to that like Sean kid.
Oh, dude, he's gonna get
He's gonna
I-
get put into a cannon and blasted.
I just want you to say hi to Jeff for me.
Do you think Penn State's gonna take any action against him? That would be sort of unconstitutional.
No,
wouldn't it?
because there was a
Because it's not on campus.
well, there
But
was
I mean,
a
if people like find him on campus, though,
oh god, yeah, he's gonna
they're
get
gonna
bullied.
beat his ass up so bad.
No Trump, no KKK. Just punch him.
God.
Well, there
Well,
was.
I mean, he's gonna be safe in Smeal, but
well,
I don't know. Like when he walks between classes, he's gonna get like ass beat.
Well, there were these. I remember it was about a year or two ago. I think it was 2 years ago. There were these sorority girls that filmed themselves. I forget where they were. I'm not even sure if it was on campus, but they basically said the N-word in some way. And I know Penn State basically said, this is wrong, this is, racist shit, this is bad, yada, yada, yada. But it is free protected speech and
Yeah.
we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like sorority girls going wild or something like
Yeah.
that.
Sorry, girls. Tate going wild at Penn State. What's new?
Yeah.
Girls versus elevated surfaces. It was really funny because in one of the riot videos, this girl, bless her heart, when she tried to get on top of one of the cop cars, she was bouncing on it and then slipped and hit her head.
Ooh.
I was like, well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Have you ever seen that meme where there was like that black girl dancing on that desk, and then like some kid pushes her leg off? Like she's
Yeah, I remember that. That was during what was it, when they were starting to protest in the classrooms and stuff, and they're like doing some dance or whatever, and they're just like, hey, and then like he like pushed it and she like smashed onto the desk.
I want to see what like I wish someone recorded what happened next.
I know.
I would love to see what the fuck's going on with that.
Life in Minnesota, like.
Oh,
Anyways, I'm gonna head off.
Yep. See you later, man.
See you for day 4, day 5, or
Well, according to
riots? I don't
CNN,
know.
tonight's it's the 6th night, but it doesn't
CNN
feel
left
like
the
it.
chat after their building got broken into.
Oh man.
All right, see ya.
Yeah. Bye. And then there were 3.
Yeah. What's going on, Mr. Sam? Sam the man.
Oh, not much. Just watching LA burn and watching my chat talk about Looney Tunes now.
Oh
So.
fuck! I must have triggered them with that. Oh, you know what Yosemite Sam is? Ugh, I'm sorry.
Do is?
What?
Do you know who Scrappy is?
Yeah, it's the fucking mini Scoobs.
You would know Scooby Doo.
Well, I've been getting a lot of name calling from that, so yes.
It's your cosplay. All right,
My
let's see
cosplay.
your fucking characters.
It's my my persona.
Yeah, like, so you should do that. You should break into another anime convention cosplaying as Shaggy.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. For the folks on the Whitfield report who don't know, Sean and Alex, one time they went to
One
anime-
time.
Multiple times.
No way. You guys went to anime conventions multiple times just to troll people?
You need to go and show them the original video that you did, except the first one was great.
Okay, we went like Project Veritas style undercover investigation into 2 anime conventions, and it was interesting. I mean, we uncovered things. We unmasked a furry. Well, they unmasked themselves, but you know.
Can you send the video for that? That shit's funny.
I should, you know what I can do is I can upload that to my personal YouTube, private it, and then I'll send it to Sam.
Yeah, man, there was some crazy shit at that one. Like, there was some anti-Trump shit from these, like, fucking anime voice actors bitching about that. There was the fucking fat belly dancers again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I remember hearing the podcast about that. So
Well, yeah, there was the one we did after we crashed the second one, and we did that podcast. That was one of our last radio shows. That was the last one I think you were on in person, Alex. Oh, except the Lost episode with our pal from South Korea. Yeah, but yeah, we talked about the second one we crashed, and then because we did it that day, and then I think we dived into the background, the lore on the previous one.
You should have stayed a little bit longer. I wanted to see what those, like, rated X fucking thing, what they do with that. Is it just a bunch of fucking fat dudes jacking off to anime porn?
Yeah, we could have gone back. We should have gone back.
Yeah, that would have been, like, a lot of fucking driving, though.
Yeah.
have you guys seen Carl II before?
I don't think so.
Carl II is an IRL streamer, and he's kind of a troll, but he's hilarious. There's one video called Carl crashes an anime convention, and it's just him.
Yeah, it's always funny when you go undercover in these things because they draw out the most bizarre people imaginable.
Yeah, I yeah, I found out that yipping is a thing there
Oh
apparently.
God.
Yeah, that's the furries more or less, but that they there's a lot of overlap over in those groups.
Mm-hmm. I'll go 3 more minutes and then I'm gonna shut her down.
Yeah, man, you need to go and raid another one. I kind of wonder if they're gonna cancel that Pittsburgh furry convention because of the whole.
Oh, the virus, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
like,
might.
yeah, like COVID would be the most of their problems there. So.
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna be social distancing. Like, did you ever see that one video? That one guy does that shit on YouTube. Like, he has that old man meme on there. Forget, like, the internet historian.
Yeah.
Where like he documented the furry conventions and how they kept getting kicked out because like they clogged the what was it, the hot tubs with like used diapers, and they like had an issue with doing shrooms in the fucking hotel rooms and eating out of like dog bowls and walking around with like leashes in the front lobby of like a relatively upstanding hotel.
Yo, guys, click the stream I'm posting now. It's a fucking high-speed chase. The cops are onto him. We got some action. Yeah, but that anime shit's funny. I mean, yeah, the Internet Historian did good videos too on that. I think he did one on the Fire Festival too.
Yeah, he does good videos, but like he doesn't do them enough.
Mm-hmm.
They're high quality. Like he does fucking straight. Like he has another channel where he does like shit posting and stuff, but like his actual stuff's really good. Like he's one of the people I highly recommend. Then that like who's that guy who does internet mysteries? He's a pretty good one too. Like I forgot his name. It was like the gamer from Mars. Like that's the thing too. Like there's a lot of YouTubers who I guess used to do gaming.
Mm-hmm.
They all tend to like not do it anymore. Like some ordinary gamers. Like he does like malware analysis a lot. He'll also like dive in. Like he was one of the guys who did the that weird comment shit on YouTube.
Yo, this guy's moving. Look at this fucker.
Yeah. Driving, man.
Oh, they put a speedo up here. Oh my god.
Drift goo. No.
He's going almost 120.
Oh, he's in charge. Yeah, if you're gonna be doing a fucking chase, go faster than that. See this shit go. He didn't pay. Didn't pay for the fucking demon.
He didn't pay for the deluxe package with the fucking like supercharged V8.
Yeah, no,
What's
no
he
help.
driving?
That Charger. No, like what? That headlight on like I guess it is on the side of the car, but like it's really on the side of that car.
Yeah, what is he fucking driving? It looks like a Ford, maybe.
It's like
that is not OJ's white Bronco. So,
He's
so
moving.
thank God. So thank. Oh shit, y'all! It's OJ Part 2, 20 years later.
Oh, he took the exit. Oh shit, he's slowing down big time. He's trying to get around this one car.
I should have done the fucking drifting.
Yeah, be like Ken Block or Baby Driver.
Some fucking initial D. Oh, he's got no glow. He's fucked.
There are 2 cops on him.
Where is he up? Huh?
See, now I can't. Oh, he's stopping? Is he stopping? What's he doing? Oh shit, they hit him. Is he gonna...
Oh shit!
Oh, he got out. He's running. He's on the move.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh my god! It's right across the fucking highway. There's multiple people in there. Holy shit!
There's 3 people.
20 miles an hour. I guess they're not doing their own speed. That'd be really fucking fast. Looks like Usain Bolt decided to go and fuck.
He can't jump the fence.
Uh-oh.
This is so funny. Well, the speedo is way down now.
Oh god, this is.
Where'd the other people go off to?
Yeah, they all like, they all went in different directions. Oh, somebody's catching up with him. He's got his pal.
Intercepted.
Oh,
Ooh.
he jumped.
Oh, that guy's gonna get him.
Is that the cop?
I think it might be. I
Who's that? They have like a light. Or is that their phone?
think it's a cop.
What?
Like,
Wow.
I don't. This guy's fucked.
Yeah.
Why'd this guy go off? Did he like steal that car or something?
I guess maybe the car's, yeah, I don't know. And then maybe oh, he's on the move again. Maybe the car like stopped. Because I would think even if he hit him like that, which is how you hit him right in that rear side right there. That's how you'd spin him and take him out. I would think the car would still be able to work, but I guess not.
Oh, I guess they didn't want to fuck with it. Because like, what would they do at that point? Because they'd have to go up the fucking exit, which would be really fucking stupid.
Well, what they're doing right now isn't
Well,
exactly
yeah.
much smarter.
A lot more likely to get dead if you get hit
Get dead.
in traffic with a damaged car.
Oh shit, I see a red light. Oh, where'd they go? See, this is the thing about LA, is it's got a lot of fucking walls, so you're stuck.
I think I'd try like boost up it. I don't think you'd even be able to do it. It's
Yeah,
a
like
tall
Super Mario. Ooh, there's a car right that's stopping. Is that a cop car or is that their getaway car? Oh no, these are cops. Dude, they got they pull out their flashlights. This is in Roland Heights. Yeah, they're boxed in. Oh, here he is. He's running. Dude, they're exposed now. Oh, here they come. Here come the cop cars.
Oh shit, yo.
Well, what's he doing? I mean, he's like, just give up before you keep going.
Just be like, I'm sorry, I didn't. Oopsie. Oh, he's running on the highway. Yo.
Oh, shit.
See, now I can't go to bed. This is too entertaining. Maybe this should be our show now. We just watch this shit. High-speed chases.
It's not high speed anymore.
Hey, he's pulling 10, maybe 5.
I mean, how long do you think this guy's gonna be able to keep running? He's gonna fucking give up soon, most likely, unless he's like.
Yeah, where's the cop?
They're just probably waiting it out because there's a big fucking wall there, and no one, like, I don't think they're gonna pick up a hitchhiker when you're gonna be on the fucking. Wait a second, he could have. Why didn't he run it?
He could jump here.
This guy is getting his cardio in, I will say that.
Yeah.
He's tired now. What's he doing? Oh, there you go. Why didn't he go the other way?
Oh, fuck.
Some guy over here.
I'm sorry, Robert. I don't care about you. Go back to the high-speed chase. That was interesting.
Screw you, news reporter guy. We don't want to see your face. So
I guess it's just gonna be one of those. Like,
That was funny.
Gotcha, bad boy.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Like, see, if you're gonna do that shit, you've run into a fucking tunnel. Or like an underpass where they can't see with the helicopter. You know, play G something, you know, or like Need for Speed. Drive into like one of those fucking car painting places.
Mm-hmm.
Quick shops.
Amateur. Didn't play enough GTA.
there's a shooting, I guess, in LA that the National Guard has responded to.
Oh shit. Yeah, I see that. So that's
what
what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get fucking like shot. Like somebody, that draws some sort of media coverage, or there's gonna be something like that.
Well, that's what happens when you have a straight up fucking riot.
Yep.
Well, dude, there was that federal police officer who got shot. I believe it was either yesterday or on Saturday. So
I want to find more Hot Pursuits.
I
That
don't
shit,
think-
that was the best thing we've seen all night.
yeah, we're not gonna get it. We're just gonna get Robert Kovac chatting.
Come on, go back to the chopper. Get me to the chopper.
Be careful with that shit. I don't want you to get demonetized.
That's true. What, by saying his name or chopper?
Oh no, by showing the fucking stream unless you have rights to do it.
Usually the local ones are fine for some reason.
Yeah, they probably don't have the money to go and take care of that. But is Channel 4 local?
Yeah, it's Channel
You
4 NBC.
usually what I do with those, if I ever get like copyright claims, usually I just fill out the thing that says I'm doing fair use commentary
Well,
on
that's what I
them.
was gonna say. It's technically fair use.
You have to be careful with that though. I've heard they don't give a shit.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing. So
Like YouTube's just gone to shit recently. Like every time, like I keep hearing they demonetize people for fucking everything, and then once your channel's demonetized, there's nothing you can really do at that point.
dude, they're even starting to demonetize like long time content creators like I read I remember like a year or two ago like the Nostalgia Critic was getting demonetized.
How they demonetize him for? He doesn't even do anything like edgy.
Well, no, they were demonetizing him for like copyright claims on like movies, on like movie reviews that he had done like years ago. So
Man, that's annoying. Like YouTube's just it never does. It keeps getting worse. Honestly, like I think it's a dying platform at this point because all the people I like to see they aren't producing the content that I subscribe to them for.
well
Like now,
that's because that in their defense that's because they can't anymore.
I know.
So
So it's like, what's even the fucking point? Like, I think BitChute's trying to get a little bit better, but like, there's still leagues away. Not enough people have really gone on there yet.
Apparently,
I
Trump's
mean,
gonna make a 30-minute speech tomorrow or tonight, Monday night. There's like chatter of that right now, which I'd expect.
Oh yeah, I mean, it'd be late to do it now. I mean, it's nothing really different than what's been happening the past few days. Just constant riots. You know, like, hey, I get it. You know, there's a lot of shit with the police, but honestly, it's not even just a black on white on black issue. It's a police officer on non-police officer issue,
It's just
and
police brutality. That's all it is.
it's a big city issue too. Like this is happening in mostly big cities and
yeah.
controlled areas.
We're back on the ground with NBC4 here.
I'm fucking watching these people without like fucking with these face masks on.
It was
Like,
funny as this one station had like their fucking like logo branded on it.
Like I feel bad for like people with hearing impediments.
Because you're hearing this muffled voice now.
Well, no, like because they can read. Like some of them rely on lip reading,
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
so it's like really a pain in the ass for those people.
Well, the
It's like,
NFL would like this, and they don't have to like hold their cards up to their face when they're making play calls.
I don't watch the fucking sports ball.
Me neither, but
Someone in the chat said rather than Trump giving a speech, I would rather see Melania on a
Second.
trampoline jumping up and down naked. Well, yeah, we all would. So what? We would all much rather see Melania, but we're we're not going to, unfortunately. So
See, you know, I wish like Kanye was the first black president. He would have been a much better job than Obama. At least his wife is like hot.
I'm actually surprised Kanye hasn't said anything during this because he could be the one person that might actually be able to unify people right now.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, but also Kanye is smart and like I will say that he got like a lot of pushback for like doing a Christian album, which is shitty
Yeah,
that he.
but he got a lot of support too. Like it was a #1 album.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, he probably wants to stay the fuck away from this because this whole thing's a clusterfuck.
I don't blame him, but I was listening to Marvin Gaye earlier,
Huh.
not today but yesterday, and some of that music, even that was written in the 70s, early 70s, is just as relevant today as it was back then. So, and no, I'm not saying that he was gay. That's literally the dude's name, Marvin Gaye.
Can you imagine having your last name be gay and trying to live through fucking middle school and
Yeah.
preschool?
It's a common Jewish name. You ever seen that movie, like Meet the Fockers or whatever, the series?
I've heard of it, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
It's like one of those like movies. It's pretty much just the same gag for the entire movie. It's like one of those wrong, like that time I put that meat spy on your computer. It's the whole movie. It's those sort of gags where it's like, oh, it's the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, haha.
Alex, that wasn't my computer. That was my roommate's computer. Difference.
That was a funny situation.
See, if it was my computer, it would be no problem. But when it's my roommate's computer, well, there's a fucking problem.
Once your roommate's computer gets really fucking funny.
And the bigger problem is I didn't know how to turn it off on my roommate's computer.
Yeah, see, like that should have been a fucking movie.
Dude, in our show we're gonna write, that's gonna be in it.
Yes.
That's gonna be like one of the funniest scenes. Like that'll be like in compilations of our show.
I'm telling you, you're better off making a fucking book first.
Wait, you guys are writing a series now?
Well, I've always conceptualized it as a TV show, but Alex thinks I should start it as a book and then adapt it to like a Netflix or maybe Amazon or Hulu. Well, Hulu's pretty progressive.
Whoever's paying money for it, that's not gonna fuck it up.
What?
Whoever won't fuck it up gives you money.
See, but I want us to be like the fucking main producers and writers on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make a book and then get some funding.
Yes, go fund me.
It's hard to go and just make a fucking like a TV series unless you want to deal with a Harvey Weinstein sort of person on a fucking casting couch.
I mean,
I could do it. I could take one for the team.
I mean, if it were a hot woman producer, I would take one for the team.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Well, here's the thing. The problem is when you make the book and you work it out with, unless we self-publish it through like Milo or something, but like if you do it with like a publisher, they're gonna take the rights away for a fucking movie or show, and then it's gonna get fucked.
Dude, self-publish using Kindle space or whatever it's called. That's what I did for my book.
You made a book. Oh.
Well, technically, it's not a book so much as it is a short story, but
I mean, the problem with self-publishing is that you don't have the marketing force that all these big names do.
Well, you're a marketer.
Yeah, but I can't work miracles. At least not
yeah,
yet.
Yeah, Sean, you are a marketer. So.
Advertise it on 4chan and 8chan. They're pretty cheap.
Could actually get on Drudge.
Yeah. But go to InfoWars.
Yes. Get in the InfoWars store.
Wait, does Alex Jones have his own publisher?
Yeah, I mean,
use that like the same one that Milo does.
No, Milo self-publishes, and I think when he does that, like, I don't know how he actually gets it printed, but I know Alex sells. I think Alex sells books. I thought he used to sell Milo's book. I don't know if he sells any of the current ones, but I think he was selling Dangerous. Let me check the InfoWars store.
I know that I remember that he was selling Dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Honestly, at this point, I think all these right-wing people should just all be a part of fucking InfoWars.
Yeah, but they're afraid to associate with them.
No, I mean like
That's
the
a
cool
sad
ones.
thing.
Because think of it this way, like I've always wondered, and there maybe because there's a difference in branding here, but Gavin McGinnis is Censor.tv, like all those people on there like Alex, and Alex likes all of them. I'm surprised they all just aren't under one house, but maybe it's because of the different branding.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for more. That makes sense, but like, there would probably be branding issues with that.
Because Alex does go out there a bit more than Censor.tv does, and they probably wouldn't want to be under that sort of conspiratorial brand all the time.
Right. Well, and also there's the whole thing of you don't want to put your eggs in one basket, because think about it. If every single right winger went under Infowars, it would be extremely easy just for the internet service providers to just nuke us all.
That's true, actually. I just feel like you know, you need some sort of powerhouse to kind of challenge the establishment, and we really haven't seen that yet. OAN is kind of getting there a little bit to challenge Fox News, but nothing else really quite gets. I mean, Infowars gets a lot of views, but they're also really banned.
Well, I mean, Rogan getting off YouTube is a huge step.
That's
But he's
true.
not really right wing though.
Yeah.
I mean, Rogan's not right wing, but he's not left. He's not left wing, and in the mind of the left, if you're not exactly left wing like they are, that's pretty much the same thing as being
Well,
right wing.
he said he would have voted for Bernie if he could have. Like he said that on one of his podcasts.
He's like a
Like,
left wing libertarian in my view.
yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah,
He's not right wing, but he's not like regressive left. He's sort of just left wing libertarian.
but see, that's my point. He is still fucking dangerous to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is left leaning, but see, the thing is, the regressive left controls the media. So, although I fucking hate Dave Rubin for coining that term, the regressive left. I'm Dave Rubin. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, he's kind of what I've heard about him recently, like that Milo talks about and other people, really has changed my view on him.
Never really listened to him to begin with.
Yeah, I mean his show is, I mean I liked it initially, but he, he's gone so safe that I'm never interested in what he has on. And he'll get some really big names too recently, like Don Jr., but I just never am interested in watching Dave Rubin's show anymore. But I can confirm Infowars does sell Dangerous, and they also sell Mark Dice's book. They sell Roger
Sean,
Stone's books. Yep.
Sean, are you still affiliated with Turning Point?
Um, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, but I would say technically yes, because my name is still on file with Penn State as the president of the chapter there.
Okay, so I can't dunk on your boss's podcast then.
Well, we'll be cutting the stream now anyway, so we'll be off air, and I need to ask Alex about a few things too before I completely shut down. But are you gonna still keep going? Or are you gonna wander down?
I'm cutting it off too. Right now, people are just looking at my face glowing in the red microphone I have. So
Oh yeah, I saw that mic. Yeah.
nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, yeah, everyone watching on the Whitfield Report end, thanks for tuning in and watching me watch live streams with the guys. So, and stay safe wherever you are. So, night.
Yeah, thank everybody for tuning in here on the Real News side. We're Real News. Who knows what the fuck anymore? Quarantine, America burning, America on fire, anarchy. I mean, it's just nuts. But we will keep you up to date on all this, especially if this keeps going on. and we'll see you on the next stream. And Christian Frausto, I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. I didn't have the chat open. I'm not used to that yet, because I assume nobody types anything in our chat. When you say, what do you think the outcome of these protests and the virus pandemic will be? It's probably going to be more, God, I don't know, more crits. It's going to be a different America. That's all I'll say for now. I mean, we've dived into some things, but it's basically going to be, the world's not going to be the same anymore. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a nice evening, and as always, wash your fucking hands.
Yep.